Hello, welcome to this next training session of LinkedIn Automation, Part 2. In this material, we will focus on the Outreach Campaigns tab. This is where you'll find the complete list of all your ongoing campaigns. At first glance, you have quick access to the most important information, such as campaign status, whether it is active or paused, campaign name, campaign language. Since campaigns can be conducted in any language, adapted, for example, to the location of your target audience, statuses of individual actions, messages, open messages, or invitations. Progress bar, which shows how many contacts from the target group your smart robots have already connected with, invitation and message queues. It's worth checking these occasionally. If the invitation queue is running low, it means the campaign is reaching its end, and you should add a new group of contacts or start another campaign. You can create multiple campaigns and run them simultaneously. This is especially useful if you operate in different markets, for example, German and French. Each campaign can then be tailored to a specific target group and conducted in the appropriate language. Of course, the possibilities go much further. Campaigns can be divided by industry, job level, or any other criteria. The system automatically distributes the actions of smart robots between the campaigns they participate in. Let's now move on to the process of creating a campaign. In the top right corner, you'll find the Create button. After clicking it, you can set the campaign name and select the communication language. Once the campaign is created, the system will take you to the configuration view. You'll also reach this same screen by clicking on the name of any campaign from the list. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can turn the campaign on or off and also set auto stop. This function is particularly useful for seasonal activities or events, ensuring that the campaign automatically ends so you avoid situations where the system continues to send messages about a webinar that has already taken place. The next option is Select Smart Robots. Here you assign specific profiles to the campaign. For example, if your sales team is divided geographically, you can assign only the smart robots responsible for a given region to the campaign. The system ensures that they do not reach out to the same people. Each smart robot will receive unique contacts. The last button in this section is Open Event Log, where you can review the latest technical events related to the campaign. Let's move on to the Sources section, where you add your target audience. On your first attempt, the system will ask about contact skipping rules. The most commonly used option is Skip Contacts from all campaigns. This ensures that no contact is duplicated across campaigns. You can also filter your target group by gender, if you want to run a campaign only for women or only for men. Then you add your target group using one of the available sources: Sales Navigator People Search, Sales Navigator Save Searches, LinkedIn Search, less precise, so we generally don't recommend it, leads from LinkedIn events, single profile links, or LinkedIn recruiter searches. Let's go to Sales Navigator. Here you'll find the highest precision. For example, you can filter companies with up to 50 employees, people in positions such as director, and set the location to Peru. Additionally, you can use a filter that shows only profiles active in the last 30 days. This reduces the number of results, but helps exclude inactive accounts. All you need to do is copy the search URL and paste it into the system. Within a few minutes, the first contacts will begin importing. Remember two things: the campaign must be switched on, and at least one of the assigned smart robots must have an active Sales Navigator. Due to LinkedIn limits, contacts are imported in batches of 200 per hour. The next section is Comments, a place where you can add your notes. This is particularly helpful if you are running multiple campaigns at the same time. Now let's move on to the Invites section. Here you can enable or disable the sending of invitations to connect. You'll also find several additional options. Intelligently select the best contacts. The system prioritizes contacts with the highest acceptance rate. Follower count priority. Additionally selects people with the highest number of followers. Attach a note to invitations. Allows you to add a note, though our research shows it doesn't significantly affect acceptance. Send invitations to follow the company page. Add a link to your company page so that once the invitation is accepted, the contact is also invited to follow the page. Time range of invitation sending. You can define the hours when invitations are sent. The system will spread the invitations across the selected time frame. We recommend a minimum of 6 hours. On the right-hand side, you'll see the last actions section, where the most recent smart robot activities are displayed in real time. Let's move to the next section. Messaging automation within a LinkedIn campaign. The first option is Enable Messaging. This must be turned on for the messaging sequence to work. Enabling Enable Spam Test makes smart robots test messages with each other daily to detect potential issues. If an error is found, the specific message template is automatically disabled. You can also disable sending on weekends. Send messages to Open Beta allows you to message users with open status even before they accept your invitation. Send multi-messages to Open Beta lets you continue communication even without a reply. Normally on LinkedIn, you must receive a reply before sending another message, but our system bypasses this limitation. Once again, you have the follower count priority option, along with the ability to set the time frame for sending messages. Below, you'll also see campaign statistics, including invitation acceptance rates, message queues, and current performance metrics. Further down, you'll find detailed information about your imported target group. For example, how many contacts have the open status enabled? Next to it, there is a chart showing the forecast of invitation acceptance within your target group. Here, you also see the full list of your target contacts. From this view, you can, for instance, assign a specific smart robot to an individual contact. Finally, we arrive at the heart of every campaign, the messaging scenario. Here you create a personalized multi-step sequence of messages. Let's add the first step and call it Step 1. At this stage, you define the delay in sending the message after the invitation is accepted. In subsequent steps, the delay will count from the previous step. Next, create a message variant, for example, Step 1 Variant 1. You can use an existing template or create a new one. By clicking the button, the message creator opens. Here you define the variant name. Let's call it the same as before. You can also set the template language. The content of the message is then configured in separate fields, one for women, one for men, and one for unspecified gender. This makes it easy to adapt communication in languages with grammatical gender, or when planning more formal messages using titles such as Mr. or Mrs. You can enhance the message with first name dynamically pulled from LinkedIn. For example, writing hi plus the name tag. If the contact's name is John, the message will read, "Hi, John." A smart robot signature at the end of the message, previously defined in the Connected Profiles tab, as shown in the previous training. Here you select which smart robots should send this message variant. You can also configure skipping rules. Send to all contacts in the target group, skip leads already exported, skip contacts who already received a message, skip contacts who have already reached out to you. You can create multiple variants within one step and run a B test to check which version performs better. You'll then be able to monitor the results in the A/B Tests and Conversions tab. When adding further steps, an additional skipping rule appears. Skip if the addressee has replied to the previous step. This ensures that once a contact replies, the system halts the automation, and you can continue the conversation manually in Smart LinkedIn Inbox. Important note, the scenario is the only element in the system that does not autosave. Always click Save Scenario to avoid losing your changes. And that's everything regarding the Outreach Campaigns tab. I hope this training helps you launch your first campaign and successfully scale your LinkedIn activities. See you next time.